Hello and welcome to the Awesome Sauce EDU podcast, where I'm trying to showcase some awesome things that you can bring back to your own classroom. This is probably the last time I'm going to say this, but this used to be the Kansas Moonshot podcast. However, we've switched it up and changed it to the Awesome Sauce EDU podcast to broaden it out to a wider audience. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if any of you are feeling this right now, but today's just a little off. I'm trying to record this podcast. I was trying to brainstorm ideas on things I wanted to talk about, and I was having a hard time. This is my fourth attempt at recording this because I kept stumbling over my words. I didn't know what I wanted to say, but you know what? I want to get ideas out there. That's my overall goal. I want to get the ideas out there, and so I'm just gonna. This is it. This is the one. I always tell people about the rule of 3. Well, I cheated a little bit and did the rule of 4. This is my 4th attempt, but this is it. I don't get any more attempts at this podcast episode, so I'm just going to leave it in as is. This is me. This is who I am. This is where I'm at with the podcast today. We're going to go with the format that I kind of set up a little bit last week, and I liked it. I want to keep trying it out. And so I want to kick this episode off with a quote. And this quote was actually from Rich Diviney on the School of Greatness podcast. And he said, knowledge is not power. It's the potential for power. I'll say that again. Knowledge is not power. It's the potential for power. And that quote really stuck with me because I like this idea of knowledge by itself doesn't do a whole lot. You can know a lot about a lot of topics and still not get very far in life. It's what you do with that knowledge that then helps enrich your life and the lives of others around you. Too often we try to make sure that, whether it's in the classroom or just in life, that everybody has the knowledge they need, but then we don't tell them what to do with it, or we don't give them guidance on ways they can apply that to their own lives, or things they can do with that knowledge they have. And sometimes it's knowledge we have ourselves that we don't do anything with. We know how to do something, but we're too scared to take the next step or take the next challenge of actually implementing that knowledge that we've gained and using it in some way or form. So I would challenge you this week to try to find something that you can try out, something that you can gain knowledge on and then apply it right away. So that is the quote of the week. I like this. I think it's going to stick. But now we're going to move on to the next segment, which is a little bit of a technology highlight, if you will. Now, this isn't anything new. Most of you who are listening to this have probably heard of this tool before, but I haven't used it nearly as much as I have this year, and that is Flipgrid. If you're not familiar with Flipgrid, Flipgrid is a place where you can have students post video responses to a prompt. And there are all kinds of features that you can use. But today I'm not going to talk about all those. All I'm going to say is that Flipgrid is a great tool. And I'm going to tell you the thing I use it for most as a language arts teacher is I use it for reading check-ins. What I do is every week I have my students record themselves reading for 5 minutes. And there are 2 reasons why I do this. I do this every time we're on a remote learning day. One, it ensures that they're actually reading for 5 minutes. Okay? I ask them to read for 15, but 5 of that has to be recorded with them reading it aloud. And what that does is it forces them to move their eyes across the page. Sometimes it's easy to stare at the page for a long time without actually reading anything, or you get stuck and you keep rereading the same section. So reading it out loud helps with that. It also gives me good insight into what are some words that they're struggling over. Is there a pacing issue? Are they a really strong reader at reading for emotion? So Flipgrid's been great for that. I don't post it for anyone else to see. When they post their videos to me, they come in and I've got it set up so that I have to actually filter those videos. And they don't get posted to the stream unless I approve it, and I just don't approve those. I just leave it hidden so I see it. Sometimes I will share it with our speech and language specialist in the building. If I have a student who maybe there are some speech difficulties, I can bring it to their attention so they can evaluate them to see if maybe there's a speech issue that we need to address. It also gives me good feedback on if a student is struggling with a book. Maybe it's too challenging, and maybe I need to help give them some strategies or help them find a different book. So that is Flipgrid. That's how I'm using it right now. I have also started a weekly series of videos just to develop some more team community, some random videos of the week. So the first week I did pets, show us your favorite pet. Last week I did show us a collection you have. And so each week I'm going to try to do one of those videos as well, just to kind of build up that community. Only a handful of kids do it each week, but that's okay because I get to enjoy seeing a little bit about them. Now, like I said, that is Flipgrid. Definitely check it out. There are a lot of people on Twitter. If you just search Flipgrid, there are a lot of people you should be following to get great advice on that. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you about is just a little bit of a tip. And it came up in an assignment that I was working on today. I was recording some videos for a self-paced lesson I'm working on. It's actually going to be my entire hour's worth of lessons. I have to be gone for my second hour tomorrow, and so I want them to be able to work at their own pace. And so I'm recording a slideshow for them. And in the video, I have them pause the video. And this is something that I see all the time. And I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but one thing that drives me crazy is when someone creates a video and then they say pause the video and it goes something like this. All right, you're going to pause the video and go grab your notebook. Great, welcome back. And there's not enough time to get the pause button. Okay, you've got to give students the time to pause their video if you're going to create a video for them. So always give 4 to 5 seconds to give them a chance to hit the pause button before they go do whatever it is you ask them to do. It's just something little that can help. Now that is it for this podcast episode. It's a little rambly, but you know what? That's kind of where my mind is at right now. I hope everyone out there is doing well. If you need anything, please reach out to me. You can find me on Twitter at teachlikeaninja, or you can email me teachlikeaninja@gmail.com. I am currently trying out some things on TikTok. I decided every school day after school, I'm recording one TikTok video where I'm trying one of the filters or trying some new tool on TikTok just to learn it. And then I'm also recording some videos, quotes of the day for my students every day on my student TikTok. So Teach Like a Ninja on TikTok, and then Mr. Stock Rocks also on all the platforms. That's where you can find me. Please reach out. If you have found value in any of this, please subscribe. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button. If any of this sounds interesting to you, if you're interested in video in the classroom, I do have a book called Awesome Sauce, Create Videos to Inspire Students, Engage Parents, and Save You Time. You can find it at any book retailer. Definitely check it out. And that is all I've got for today. Until next time, book forward and be awesome. Bye.